Located in Madhya Pradesh. Yes, Abubakar. That is Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. Okay, na? That is Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. We also learned about the endemic species. Remember? Okay. So, what are the endemic species? Yeah. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you understand by endemic species? Haven't we learned about it? About the endemic species, I told you that these are those species of plants and animals that are exclusively found in a particular area only, in a particular country, in a state, or in a district. Getting it? So, this Pachmani Biosphere Reserve also has some endemic species, endemic flora and endemic fauna. So, that included salt tree, wild mango, endemic fauna where the giant squirrel, flying squirrel, wild mango. Along with these, we have the bison also, and some other animals are also there. Okay. So endemic species of plants or animals that are found only in a particular area and nowhere else. They're often unique to a region or habitat. Okay, na? Then we learned about the importance of this biosphere reserve as well. Okay, one more thing I would like to tell you about the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. It has a very special feature. The kind of wildlife that is found in the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve, the plants and animals that is found in the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve, okay, they are similar to those of the upper Himalayan peaks. They are
Assalamu
similar.
alaikum, sir.
Yeah, walaikum assalam, man. How are you?
Sir, I'm good, sir. Sir, I just wanted to inform you, sir, that today, sir, I
Hmm.
won't be able to join the class, sir, because I have to go somewhere right now. And, sir, I also
Okay.
wanted to inform you that I have got 29 out of 30 in my science exam. And I
Oh, that's
also
brilliant.
topped my class and I got first position.
Oh, mashallah, that is so delightful to hear. Very good, man. Okay, good. By the way, was it you who was telling you that you were having difficulty in question number 4 and 5 in the weekly test?
Yes, sir, sir. I don't know why, sir. I
Actually,
couldn't see the table and I couldn't even see the image.
see, the image was not there. Actually, there was some typing error over there. Like they might have missed adding the image, but the tables were actually there. Both the
No, sir,
tables
I
were there.
couldn't even see the table.
No, no, actually, it was there, and you might have found the language of the question not understandable to you, but the question was not that difficult to understand. I have given the simplified version of the question number 4, by the way. Did you got it? So make sure like try to read the question at least twice or thrice. Okay, now basically
Okay,
the
sir.
question was asking that the different distances traveled by the car or something was there, like how far it would travel. So like it was
Hmm.
18, 15, 27, right now 18, 15, 27, such kind of units were given. So if the road or the surface over which the car is moving, like the speed was given as 50 kilometer per hour, I believe. Where is he? Okay, see. Abu Bakr, did you give the test? Turn your camera on in the class.
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir, wait.
Hmm?
Sir, I
Sir,
will
I'm not.
on. Sir, I cannot on right now.
Okay, okay. No worries. So, Amana, we are saying that the speed at which the car is traveling was 50 kilometer per hour. Okay, so on
Hmm.
which road surface, like if it's traveling, if it travels, let's say only 15 meter or 15 unit. So thereby the friction experienced by the car on moving on that road is maximum. Na? That's why it will travel a shorter distance. Okay, na? I
Hmm.
believe that is what the question was asking.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Okay, so you won't be
And sir,
continuing in today's class. Yeah.
yes, sir. And sir, one more thing, sir. The second highest marks in my class are straight away
Hmm.
27. Sir, I'm 2 marks away from the
Oh,
highest marks. Second highest.
okay, okay. It's so good to
I
hear
got
that.
one MCQ wrong, sir. I knew the
Hmm.
answer. Sir, I
Yeah.
even picked the correct option in my question paper. Sir, I
Oh.
even wrote the correct option B. Sir,
Hmm.
I just wrote the wrong option, not. Sir, I just did not
Oh.
have to write note. But sir, when I saw on my paper during the exam time, sir, I accidentally saw on the second option, and sir, I
Mm-hmm.
wrote not. So sir, that's why I got one of my marks cut. Or
Okay.
otherwise, sir, I would have gotten 30 out of
Oh.
30.
Okay. 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 See, whenever once you are done with your answers, now make sure you revise your paper, revise your answer sheet at least
Sir, there
twice.
was no time for that, sir. There were at least 30
Okay.
or 32 questions, and we were only given an hour.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Try to
So,
complete the. You guys are allowed wash in the class or not? Like you can have the wash, not the digital
yes,
one,
sir,
not
yes,
the
sir.
smart one, the
No, sir,
simple
not the
ones.
smartwatch. We can have the digital and the analog.
Okay, huh? So you can have the analog wash. So keep
Sir, I
track of
had the
time and.
watch.
Hmm,
Sir, I had the watch, but sir, it was sir. There were many lengthy questions. Sir, like
I
we
get
have to
it.
state that how did the nitrogen stay
Uh,
remain
huh.
constant in the atmosphere. So, sir, there were
Hmm,
very lengthy questions.
hmm. Okay, I get it, but try to divide your questions in such a manner that at the end of the paper you will be having around at least like 5 minutes left, so that you can revise all your answers. Okay, na? If suppose there are 10 questions, let us assume that there are 10 questions, okay na? And you have got 60 minutes, okay na? So minimum you will be giving 5 minutes to each questions. Getting it, the 5 into 10, that is 50 minutes, so you'll be left with 10 minutes. Getting what I'm
Okay.
saying? 10
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
questions, okay. One question you'll be denoting maximum of 5 minutes, not more than that. So at the end we'll be having 10 minutes, in that you can revise. Anyways, gets
Mm.
let's continue with this, okay now? Make sure you watch the recording, okay?
Okay, sir. Sir, laugh is sir.
Left is. So what I was saying, Abu Bakr, where is everyone? Like no one has joined yet. Okay, see, about the Pachmari biosphere, what I'm saying, Abu Bakr, is that it has the same kind of plants and animals that the upper Himalayan peaks and to those that is found in the lower Western Ghats are there, right? So the plants and animals found in the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve are similar to those of the upper Himalayan peaks. Hope you can understand where I'm pointing. Right? In geography, you would have learned about Himalaya, right? So that will be the upper Himalayan peak, right? This area. Okay. And this is the Western Ghat. This is particularly lower Western Ghat. All of this is the Western Ghat. You know about Eastern Ghat and the Western Ghat? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that is lower Western Ghat, and this right over here is upper Himalayan peak. Upper Himalayan peak. So the plants and animals found in the Pachmari Reserve are similar to those of the are similar to those of the upper Himalayan peaks and to those that is belonging to the lower Western Ghat. Okay, so sometimes this question might be asked in the exam. So make sure you prepare this thing. Make sure you remember this. Okay, we're going to continue with wildlife sanctuary. Just give me 1 minute. I don't know what's the issue, but only you have joined. 1 minute.
Good evening, sir.
Yo, good evening, Prinka. Why are you so late today?
Sir, I was on test.
Okay, okay. You were also giving the test. You had a
Yes, sir.
science test?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I
okay.
joined late on this test, so I took time.
Oh, okay, I see.
I was in a hurry.
Sir,
Okay.
is there supposed to be a test this week?
There's supposed to be a test this upcoming week. No, I don't have update on that. Okay, now you can ask the counselor about it. Okay, now you usually don't have update on
Sir,
such things.
usually like every Saturday on
Hmm.
this I have a test.
Okay. So like
Yeah.
today's Saturday, so you guys have a test today. Didn't got you
Sir, they did not tell me anything about. Sir,
you did
always
not
they
got
will, yeah, sir, they will say that you have a test today. They did not say anything.
They did not say anything to you.
No, sir.
Hold on, just give me 1 minute. Okay, I will text them after the class. Okay. Yeah. So we had learned about the biosphere reserve. Priyanka, let me just quickly complete this thing. You missed an important thing here. See, about the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve, I was saying that. Pachmari Biosphere Reserve, it is in Madhya Pradesh. Right now, it is rich in wildlife like tiger, leopard, bison, right? It has all the
Yes, sir.
three different zones. Some tribal people also are found to be living in the outer zone. Then it has one national park named as Satpura National Park. Look at here. And it has two sanctuaries also named as Bori Sanctuary and Pachmari Sanctuary. Okay, na? And it has a reservoir also, by the way, Tawa Reservoir. Okay, na? Tawa Reservoir. Okay. Another important thing just I said is that the kind of plants and animals that is found in the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve is similar to those plants and animals that are found in the upper Himalayan peaks and in the lower Western Ghat over here in the lower Western Ghat. Understood this now? The similar kind of plants and animals are found in the upper Himalayan peak and in the lower Western Ghat also. So it's a very striking feature about Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Now talking about the wildlife sanctuary. Okay. So wildlife sanctuary, it's a naturally occurring sanctuary like an island that will provide protection for a species from hunting, predation, you understand? No? Like how the predatory animals would be killing other animals, and it can sometimes lead to a decrease in the population of certain organisms. Okay, so that will provide protection for a species from hunting, from predation, competition, or poaching. Competition or poaching. Poaching basically means illegal killing down the animals, or basically capturing them and selling them in the black market, killing them and obtaining, taking, like selling their body parts. Okay, no. Also in the wildlife, like in the nature, in the wildlife, we see that there could be competition for food between the different groups of organisms. But here in the wildlife sanctuary, there is no such thing as competition between the wild organisms. Okay, no? Because we make food available for them. Getting it, no? So that no one starves, no organism starves. Getting it, guys? Okay. So wildlife sanctuary,
Yes, sir.
also as you know, the term sanctuary here, the term sanctuary basically means a place of safety. What does it mean? Say after me, it means a place of safety. Okay, na? Prinka, today I was going through your assignment. Okay. See, please ensure that you guys don't use shortcuts in your answers. Okay, na? Like somewhere you have written instead of two, you have written two. I mean to say, instead of you writing the word two, you have just written the number two. Okay, na? So try to
Okay, sir.
avoid such things in your answer. Okay. Anyways,
Okay, sir.
hmm. So sanctuary means a place of safety. Getting it? So wildlife sanctuary means the place where wild animals remain safe, right? Well, wild animals remain safe, as you guys can see here, how this baby elephant is being taken care of, right? Okay. Today, I just saw one news that an elephant was delivering a baby, okay, on the railway track. So the railway basically they halted a train for 2 hours on that track. Okay, na? So we're talking about the wildlife sanctuary here. So it's a protected area of land which is created for the protection of wild animals in their natural environment, like in the forest. And there, hunting will obviously be not permitted. Okay, na? So wildlife sanctuary provides protection and suitable living conditions to the animals that are living in their natural habitat. Okay, na? So it's not like we have made some cages, we have made some enclosures, not like that. It will be a natural area. Okay, now it will be a natural area Okay. Hunting is not not permitted here. Okay, it is not permitted. Getting it? Also, killing of the animals, like poaching. Okay, killing or hunting, almost same thing. Okay, killing of the animals, like poaching or capturing of animals, capturing of wild animals, all of these are strictly prohibited. All of these are strictly prohibited. Other than this, tourism is also not usually permitted here. Getting it? No? Tourism is not permitted in the wildlife sanctuary. Okay, although people are allowed there, but if they were to go there, they cannot go unescorted, meaning that they will always have forest guard with them. Getting what I'm trying to say? If certain people were to go into the wildlife sanctuary, so they will be escorted by the forest guards. Okay. So what is the main objective of this wildlife sanctuary? First and foremost, its main object is to protect the wild animals, keep them in a safe environment, right? Ensure that there is no killing, there is no poaching, they are not being captured, they have enough amount of food available to them. If they are sick, they are being taken care of, right now. Then tourism is not permitted here generally. And if people were to go there, they will not be allowed to go alone. Like someone will be there to escort them. So main objective, also other than all of this, one another objective of the wildlife sanctuary is to educate humans as to how to treat the animals, right? And the animals here are obviously taken care of. They're allowed to live peacefully in their natural habitat. Okay. So without disturbing their landscape, we are taking care of them. Further question is like how it is important. So obviously it helps to prevent, like, importance of wildlife sanctuary is such that, like, to prevent removing animals from the natural surrounding and protect them in their own environment. Like it's not like we are removing the animals from their natural environment and we are putting them into cages or man-made structures and then we are taking care of them. No, we basically are taking care of them in their natural environment only. Okay, now getting it, Priyanka and Rupaka. Also, in that
Yes,
area,
sir.
there might be some endangered organisms now. There might be some organisms whose population is declining, right? Getting it? So we will take care of those declining population. We will be taking care of those endangered species of organisms also. Then we will be helping in increasing their population. Getting it now? We will take care of them. Okay. So to keep an eye on the endangered species and help them reproduce and increase their numbers. Also, it provide opportunities for research purposes to study these animals and even the plants. So generally, when we talk about wildlife, we basically assume that it means only the animals. No, but wildlife means even the plants that is growing in their natural habitat in the nature. Okay, no, that is the thing. So in a wildlife sanctuary, animals, they live in a natural environment. They are protected from the people, right? And some of the threatened wild animals are also prevented here. I mean to say, are also taken care of this. Like there are some animals. Okay, no? There are some animals like you have black bug. Black buck is there. Okay. Then we have white-eyed duck. Can you see the white-eyed duck here? This one, not this one. Anyways, it's not here. So white-eyed duck. Okay. Sorry, I'm saying duck, but it should be buck actually. White-eyed buck. Okay. White-eyed buck is there. Then elephant is there. Golden cat. Golden cat is there. Then we have pink-headed duck. Pink-headed duck. You have python. Then you have Rhinoceros also, look over here. Rhinoceros. Okay, so these are some of the animals, like these are just some of the threatened wild animals which are protected and preserved in the wildlife sanctuary. So these are
What does pink duck have? I mean, sorry, pink head duck.
pink-headed duck. Like it's a duck and whose head color is of basically pink. Okay, na? So are you saying that they are these are some yeah, these are some wild animals. Okay, na? These are some threatened wild animals that are protected in wildlife sanctuary. Okay, that's the thing. When we talk about India, so India has several biosphere reserves. Sorry, wildlife sanctuaries are there. Okay, na? Like there are some wildlife sanctuaries in Rajasthan, Odisha, Kerala, Gujarat, Uttarakhand, Tamil Nadu. Then in Kerala, in Maharashtra we have, in Andhra Pradesh also we have, in the West Bengal we have. Getting it? So there are several wildlife sanctuaries in India and around the world. If you were to talk about the total number of wildlife sanctuaries, so India has more than 500 wildlife sanctuaries. How many I'm saying that? I'm saying that India has more than 500 wildlife sanctuaries. More than 500 wildlife sanctuaries. Okay, na? That is the thing. Okay. Some of the popular ones are as follows. Like Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary, it is in Rajasthan. Chilika Lake Bird Sanctuary, it is in Odisha. Chinar Wildlife Sanctuary, that's in Kerala. Gir National Park and Wildlife Sanctuary, it is in Gujarat. Like both of these places are like they are together. Okay, no. Govind Wildlife Sanctuary, then we have Madumalai Sanctuary, Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary in Kerala. So these are some of the wildlife sanctuaries found in India. Okay. Make sure to memorize at least 2 to 3 examples of the wildlife sanctuary. Might be asked in the exam. Okay. Now tell me if there's any question, any confusion so far about the wildlife sanctuary. Yes.
I just cannot remember the name.
Repeat again.
Sir, I just cannot remember the name.
Oh, the name. Okay, that one you're finding difficult. Do one thing, just memorize at least two. Okay, na? Like the Bird Sanctuary, it's in Rajasthan. Okay. Or you can remember the one that is found in your state. Like, you belong to which state from India, Abu Bakr? Yeah.
Sir, I didn't know. Sir, I'm from Hyderabad, so
Okay. Hyderabad also has some wildlife sanctuary, I believe. Hyderabad. Yeah, it has some. Okay. We'll have to look into it maybe. But like I think maybe somewhat like Manjira Wildlife Sanctuary or something. And what about you, Prinka? Where are you from, Prinka? From like here in India,
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. Okay,
Yes,
Tamil Nadu
sir.
has this Madumalai Sanctuary, no? So you can
Yes,
memorize
sir.
this one. Getting it. So like this, you can memorize. Okay. Now, earlier we had learned about the biosphere reserve. Right now, about the biosphere reserve, we learned that it is a large protected area constructed for the conservation of biodiversity. In terms of area, biosphere reserve is the biggest. Okay. So wildlife sanctuary, the differences between the wildlife sanctuary and the biosphere reserve will be having several differences. One of the first difference is the size of the two. So wildlife sanctuary, it is an area within which animals are protected from possible dangers such as hunting. Their habitat is also conserved in this area, right? But the main difference is here is of the size. Okay, na? Biosphere is bigger while wildlife sanctuary is smaller. Okay. Another thing is that wildlife sanctuary provides protection and suitable living conditions to the wild animals. The main objective of wildlife sanctuary is to protect the wild animals living there, provide them suitable living conditions. Okay, now ensure that there is less competition between the animals. There isn't illegal killing of the animals done in that place, etc. But in the biosphere reserve, it helps in not only in the conservation of animals but also the plants, also the microorganisms, but and also it ensures the cultural and traditional value of the tribal people living in that area is also maintained. Okay, na? It is not erased. Okay. Further, we have this example of wildlife sanctuary like Pachmadi Sanctuary found in the Pachmadi Biosphere Reserve is a wildlife sanctuary. Remember, why Pachmadi Biosphere Reserve has two sanctuaries, right? One is the Bori Sanctuary, another is Pachmadi Sanctuary. While Pachmadi Biosphere Reserve is a popular biosphere reserve in Madhya Pradesh, as you know. So make sure you guys memorize these things, particularly how they are different from one another, because such questions are asked in the exam. Okay, all right. Now, if you have any questions, let me know because now we are going to learn about some other areas like the zoological gardens. Right now, so you all might have visited a zoological garden. I believe, right? That is a zoological garden, and in short, we call that as zoo. Right? In short, called as zoo. It's a short form of zoological garden. Zoological garden basically it's a large garden or park where many types of wild animals and birds are brought from different parts of the country or from the different parts of the world, and they are kept into the cages or into the enclosures like this. Like you have this Nehru Zoological Park here in India, right? So here how you can see that the animals they have basically kept into a closed enclosure. Okay, now so they are kept into enclosures so that people can see them. So that is a zoo. Getting it, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this the purpose of this is basically for the entertainment of the people, or in some way we can say that in order to educate the people, but majorly it's aimed at entertainment of the people. Getting it now? The main aim of this national park, this zoological garden does not seem to be about conservation of the wildlife. Getting it now? So in a zoo, the wild animals and the birds they live in artificial settings, like in the cages, in enclosures. Okay, it is open to public for a fixed period of time every day, right now. And we are seeing that. You guys tell me, are the animals here, like are the wild animals and the birds comfortable here? Will they be comfortable?
No, sir.
Obviously no, because they are living in the artificial environment right now. They're
Yes,
living
sir.
in the artificial environment. Okay, that's the thing. So about the zoological garden, we are seeing that. Let me write some definition for it. So it's it is a large garden or park. Have you been to any zoological garden, Priyanka? Mm-hmm. Have you went to any zoological garden? Wild animals and
Sir,
birds.
the zoo, right?
Yeah, zoo is
Yeah.
the short word. Short word for zoological garden is zoo basically. And
Yes, I
birds,
have done.
you have good. It's a large garden or park where many types of wild animals and birds brought from various parts of India and world are kept in cages or enclosures. Enclosures so that people can see them. Okay, no? People can see them. Okay, that's the thing. Sometimes the question might be asked about the difference between the zoological garden and the wildlife sanctuary also, like how they are different. Okay, so obviously zoological garden is basically a facility in which animals are kept for public exhibition. The people may come there, they would be giving taking like they would be charged for visiting the zoological garden right now. So it's merely for public exhibition. But wildlife sanctuary, here animals are kept into their natural habitat, okay, and their habitat is also being conserved. The animals are also being taken care of. They are protected from all possible dangers such as hunting, right now, such as capturing of the animals. From such things, they are protected. Zoological garden, or in short, zoo, it is an artificial habitat, right now, and wildlife sanctuary, it conserves the natural habitat of the animals. Here we are ensuring that they the animals are living in their natural environment. Okay, now, so that's the difference. Tell me if there's any question. Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay, next we're having the national parks. So about the national parks, it is used for the biodiversity conversion. Okay, it is used for the biodiversity conservation, and they are developed and maintained by the governments. Okay, they are developed and maintained by the governments. Okay, so as the word here is like, it's park. It's basically a park, but a national park. Okay. So national parks are like, they're protected areas, okay, and they are designated by the governments. Like, they have been set up by the governments to conserve the ecosystem, to conserve the wildlife of that area and the natural landscape. And they are very important in conservation of the biodiversity. Okay, now they are very important in conserving the biodiversity. Okay, India has several national parks. Okay, India has somewhere around 106 national parks are there in India. India has 106 national parks at present, I'm saying. And year after one or two, it may increase. Okay, so national park, it's a relatively larger area in comparison to this zoological garden which we were saying. Like, this is also a park. The zoological garden that we have studied about, just, it is also a park, but in comparison to this national park, it's a comparatively larger area, right? And it's an area of scenic beauty. Like, it's a beautiful area. Okay, and it's maintained by the government to preserve the flora and the fauna, to preserve the plants and animals. Okay, now, also, if there are some historical objects, historical monuments in that area, that will also be preserved. Okay, now, also one of the important person of the national park, by the way, we are allowed to visit the national park right now, we can go there. So one of the important purpose of establishing the national park is to provide human recreation and enjoyment. For the purpose of public exhibition also, they are made right now, so that, like, on vacation, like vacation, people would be going there. On holidays, they would be going there right now. So that is the thing here. And obviously here, none of the destructive activities will be allowed here, right? Exploitation of the natural resources found in the national park, it will be strictly prohibited. They are protected from the development schemes also. Like, a dam cannot be constructed over here. Getting it, everyone, what I'm saying? So it is a relatively large area of scenic beauty. Scenic beauty basically means that, like, this area is decorated with beautiful plants, beautiful flowers. Okay, now they are well taken care of. They beautify the area. So it is a relative large area of scenic beauty. Okay, protected and maintained by the government. protected and maintained by the government. Okay. Further talking about the objective. So obviously it also has the common objective of preserving. It preserves biodiversity, basically the flora and fauna, the variety of living organisms found there, the landscape, or if there are some historic objects or monuments in that area. Okay, so that will also be protected. Then I say that any kind of exploitative activity will be prohibited there. Okay, na? Also, people are allowed to enter the national parks under certain conditions, that they'll be allowed to see the wild animals roaming about in the natural environment. Right now, they can study the historical objects if there are any in that area. So they are basically going there for recreational activities, for enjoyment, for inspirational purposes, for educative purposes only they are visiting there. So basically, we can say that a national park is an area reserved for the conservation of wildlife within which some public recreational activity is permitted. Like we can go there, but we cannot disturb that area. We cannot exploit the resources found in that area. Right? So it's an area reserved for the conservation of wildlife within which some public recreational activity is permitted, and those activities has to be compatible with the primary objective of conservation. Like the objective here is for conserving the biodiversity, so people are allowed there. So people have to be doing only, like they won't be allowed to pluck the flowers or cut the trees or kill the animals, or like such kind of activities will not be permitted. So it has to be in conformity with the objective of the national park. Okay, no? Okay, so historic objects, monuments, it preserves biodiversity, it preserves the landscape. Okay. Also, I would say here, 1 minute. Preserve the historic objects or monuments that is found there. Okay. And another purpose is to provide human recreation and enjoyment. Okay. And these are the different areas where different national parks are found in India. Somewhere around, as I said, there are 106 national parks in India. Okay. Look at the Uttarakhand over here. So Uttarakhand has Corbett National Park. This is Uttarakhand, right? That is Corbett National Park. Then let's go to Madhya Pradesh. So in Madhya Pradesh, you will find the Kanha National Park. Look over here. Along with Kanha National Park, there are several other national parks. It is in Madhya Pradesh. Like this region is Madhya Pradesh over here. That is Corbett National Park. It is in Uttarakhand. In Gujarat, you will be having the Gir National Park. That is Gujarat. So we have Gir National Park. In Assam, you have the Kaziranga National Park. This area is of Assam. So that is Kaziranga National Park. So make sure you memorize at least examples of few of the national parks. Okay, Priyanka and Abubakar. Here, let me write it for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have Corbett national park. Where was it? Where is it? Any idea? It is in Uttarakhand. Okay. After Corbett National Park, I said Kanha National Park. And Kanha National Park, it is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, now Madhya Pradesh. Then we have Gir National Park. Gir National Park, that's in Gujarat. Okay, that's in Gujarat.
Yes, sir.
You have many more. Take one more like Kaziranga National Park. Whichever of this you find easy to memorize, make sure to memorize at least 3 to 4. Okay, Kaziranga National Park, that is in Assam. Okay, now that is in Assam. What is Assam famous for? Yeah,
Sir, I don't know.
you don't know. It's famous for the tea leaves. Assam is famous for tea production. Okay, na tea leaves production. Sundarban National Park, that is in West Bengal. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Let me write one more. Um, you can have this one also. Satpura National Park, right? Tell me, where is Satpura National Park? You guys must have heard about Satpura National Park. We have learned about this. Remember, in the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve, Satpura National Park is found. Remember or not? Look at this image here and tell me, can you guys find Satpura National Park in it or not? This is the map of the Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. Can you find Satpura National Park in it? Yeah. Abu Bakr,
Yes, sir.
is there Satpura National Park in it?
Yes, sir.
This one, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And so it is in Pachmari Biosphere Reserve. And where is Pachmari Biosphere Reserve? It's located in which state? Guys, it is in Madhya Pradesh, no?
Yes, sir.
So thereby Satpura National Park is obviously in Madhya Pradesh. That is in, hold on, Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Talking about like how it is important, how the national park is important. So they protect wildlife and their habitat from human impact and destruction. They provide animals a safe place to survive and reproduce. Okay. Then they protect places of natural beauty and are home to several endemic species. Okay. They also protect the places which are essential to Aboriginal people. Getting it? Now the question here is that what does Aboriginal people mean? Hmm? So Aboriginal basically means that it refers to the person or like Aboriginal, particularly if you were to talk about Aboriginal here. So it means that something that is of the earliest of the kind. Getting it? Like something, some like the people that have been living there for several generations. If there are certain people that is living there and they have been found to be living there from the earliest of the time, from several generations they are found living over there. Or there might be some plants or some animals that have been found in that area for several centuries, for several hundreds and thousands of years they have been found there. So national parks also protects the historical places or something that is culturally like very important. So that is the thing. The main objective of places like national park is the conservation of biodiversity. Okay, now the first and foremost point that we should consider here is that the main objective is conservation of biodiversity. Okay, and it comprises many kinds of plants that help the environment by providing clean water and fresh air. So while answering such questions, like if question is asked in the exam about the importance of the biosphere reserve, wildlife sanctuary, national park, you might find it a bit confusing, but they all have one thing in common, right? They all have one thing in common, that the aim of all of these areas is to protect the biodiversity, conserve the biodiversity. Okay. The thing is that biosphere reserve is spread over a large area, right? It's very big in size. The main aim of the biosphere reserve, we have learned that its aim is to conserve the biodiversity, right? Prevent the killing of animals, maintain the cultural lifestyle of the tribal people living there. Hearing it now? About the wildlife sanctuary, we learned that its main aim is to protect the wild animals living in that area, provide them natural habitat, take care of them, reduce competition, stop poaching of the animals, stop illegal killing of the animals. About the zoological garden, we also have learned, but it does not have much importance. Like it is, like we can say it has some importance, but not much importance, because the animals there are kept in the closed enclosures, in the cages. They are just for the purpose of public exhibition. And about the national park, we learned that it's basically a park but spread over a larger area, right? It's a place of scenic beauty. It is spread over a large area. Here animals are taken care of. They People will be allowed to visit there, but they cannot do any kind of destructive activity. Okay, so that was about it. We'll be learning about the Project Tiger. I have some important thing to discuss with you guys. Tell me, are you guys finding it a bit difficult to cope up with your studies in eighth grade? Finding it a bit difficult?
No, sir.
No. Okay, that's good. What about you, Priyanka? You guys can be honest and open with me. Tell me if there's something that troubles you, something which you find difficult to understand, whether it be related to your chapters, syllabus, or your study. Just feel free to ask any questions. Yes, Priyanka?
Yes.
Okay, it's going good.
Yes, sir.
Last year, I had suggested you guys some methods to improve your study. Did you guys follow it? Remember, I had suggested some techniques, like I did told you guys about Pomodoro technique. Remember? In the Pomodoro technique, I did told you that to break your study schedule into different parts. Currently, suppose if someone is studying for 4 hours a day, okay, na? So he or she should not be studying 4 hours continuously, but they should be breaking it into four different parts, or let's say six different parts. They can sit to study for, let's say, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, then take a 5 or 10 minute break, then again sit back to study. Okay. Abu Bakr, I suppose that Priyanka, vacation is still going on, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for how many hours you're doing self-study, Priyanka, right now?
So only 1 hour.
1 hour. In that 1 hour, what subjects do you study?
Hindi and
Hindi
maths.
and maths.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Every day, or like you keep on alternating it with other subjects?
Not every day, sir.
Okay. So today, like let's say you have studied Hindi and maths, other day you'll be studying science or English or some other subject, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Abu Bakr, what about you?
But sometimes I don't study, sir.
Okay, okay. Abu Bakr,
Sir.
yeah, you also tell me how's the study going? How much hours you're studying every day?
Sir, till now I have not started studying.
Till now you haven't started studying. Why?
Sir, it's vacation.
Vacation does not mean that you won't study at all, huh? Okay. Even if it is vacation, guys, it does not mean that you won't study at all. Hmm. In fact, you guys should be utilizing your vacation time efficiently now. Hmm. See, I'm very concerned about you two guys particularly because it's been a while that you guys are studying from me. Okay, na? For you, Abu Bakr, I believe that this will be probably, I think, your third year maybe. And Priyanka, for you, it's 22nd year, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, other than this class, how's your performance in this school? You can honestly just tell me like what problems you guys face in this school. How's your interaction with the subject teacher, like science teacher particularly? Tell me so that I can help you guys improve your performance there in the school. Priyanka, what was your marks in the last test you gave in the school?
In science, sir.
Yeah, in science. What about you, Abu Bakr?
Sir, they did not tell the marks here.
Okay, okay.
Sir, 18,
Out of
20.
20. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Okay. See, I want both of you to increase your study hours. Priyanka, you are studying for 1 hour. Please try to increase it. And Abu Bakr, it's not a good thing that you haven't started your studies. No, you should be minimum. You should be studying for 2 hours every day. Yeah, Priyanka.
Sometimes, I mean, in biology class, I mean, it's I can't understand because the teacher is not teaching well, actually.
Oh, okay. By the way, the teachers
Yeah.
that you guys study from, are they local or are they from India originally?
They're from India
Uh,
in Kerala.
okay, okay. What's the qualification, by the way? Can I know like what's the qualification usually?
So sometimes the teachers are really good
Hmm.
and they make the children understand, but then some teachers are like not uh, like in sleepy mode, I guess.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. Okay, see.
Or the
Hmm. Okay, see. Basically, in biology class, now, particularly, what are the topics which you found difficult to understand?
everything.
Everything. Okay, like
Sir,
the,
I
Mhm.
keep on concentration in the class, but then I
Hmm.
really feel sleepy at that time.
Yeah, it happens, and it used to happen with me also. You know what I used to do when I used to feel sleepy in the class? I will basically splash some water, like I will basically take a small break from the class. Okay, I will go outside and just splash some water on my face, and then I will come back to the class. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, or basically moisten your handkerchief with some water and just wipe it over your face to make it feel you. It will make you feel active. See, so far in the class, in the biology, what chapters have we learned? Like microorganism, friends, and foe. We have completed that, right?
Yes,
Okay, na?
sir.
So in microorganisms, friends, and foe, we have learned about the different groups of microorganisms, and we learned about their characteristics. Okay, about the characteristics. So microorganisms, it's a long and lengthy chapter that you might have found a bit difficult to understand. Okay, but see, the thing is that upon continuous revision now, you have to regularly revise the things that you learn. If today you have learned something and you're going to revise it after 2 or 3 months, then obviously it's going to become difficult for you to recall all the things, or most probably you might forget all the concepts that you have learned. Okay, na?
Okay.
So the key is revision. The main thing is revision. You have to keep on revising the things that you are learning. Same thing for you, Abubakar, as well. Okay, na? And both of you ensure that you guys increase your study hours, because after a few months, like after 6, 7, 8 months, you guys will be in the ninth grade. And if you will be studying for just 1 hour a day in the ninth grade, then I'm afraid that you guys will be having so much of difficulty. I don't want to say this, but you can have, you can face several difficulty. Okay, na? So again, you guys will be following the Pomodoro technique. Or if you remember, I had suggested one more method, that today, suppose if you're studying for 1 hour, so remember what I told? The next day, study for 5 minutes extra, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And again, increase it by 5 minutes. Okay, now? So by the end of the month, like for 30 days, by the end of the month, it will be 150 minutes. So on the first day, you were studying for 1 hour. On the 30th day, that would have increased to 1 hour plus 150 minutes. 150 minutes is how much? 2.5 hours, right now? So total 3.5 hours, right now? So on the 30th day, your study would be increased to 3.5 hours. So if you manage to increase your study hour to 3 hours, okay, now, so then I am sure that you guys will be in fact the class toppers. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So I hope this has been helpful.